Hi, Deadball Gamer over here, just to give you a little intro into this little video. Listen, recently I hit maximum amount of videos that you can have on your Switch, which is 1,000, and I decided I don't want to just delete all of those videos. I want to make a compilation, but I have no idea how to make a video, a compilation, anything like that. But I decided to go on a journey, go through around 800 videos that I had on my Switch of Splatoon, and delete bunch of those clips, group it into categories, put it together, edit, and I did a job that is here for you to enjoy. So let's just start, let's go. Wake up, it's game time! I will show you 35 clips of me either dying stupid ways or surviving some stupid situations. You can guess which ones end up with me dying or surviving, and we'll see how many you can get right. Ready? Let's go. Yep, that happened. Alright, let me know in the comments if you got any of these right, and let's watch some more clips. I am not a Salmon Run professional. I consider myself just a casual who loves Salmon Run, but I can still give my Grisco coworkers a few tips to make the games a little bit easier. If you're looking for more specific guides, for example, how to play grillers or glowflies on a specific map, or how to use Inkjet or Carbon Roller, you can always check out Chevumi's or Rachelski's channels. I highly recommend watching because there is a lot of info that can help you out. Let's start with tip number 1. Paint walls. At the beginning of each wave you have 10 seconds or so before enemies start spawning. Maybe even more if the first spawn is mouse, for example, and you know you can sit closer to the basket. Use this time to paint. This job is usually for someone with the best painting weapon, but even if you have something like bamboo or anything else that doesn't really paint a lot, you should paint at least parts of the wall that you know are used for moving and escaping the most, because even a small blob of paint can save you. Tip number 2. Lure. Now this is a little bit more complicated, but my rule is, if I see the first or 2 spawns be moss, scrapper, steelhead or eel, I stay at the basket and get some more painting done, or I throw bombs to weaken the lessers. It saves so much time and it's so much easier to put eggs into the basket if they are right there, instead of having to swim all the way from the shore to the basket. Maybe even multiple times, because other coworkers are already busy with lessers and other spawns. Not to mention the risks you're taking by being at the shore, said lessers and bosses can spawn at any point, leaving you in great danger of getting splatted. That will lead to even more time wasting, having to rescue someone at the shore and having only 3 players on the field. We don't need that right in the first 15 seconds of a shift. Even in the best case scenario, as I said, it still takes more time for you to swim back and forth to deliver the eggs than to wait few seconds for a scrapper to come closer to the basket. However, If one of the first spawns is static like Big Shot, Flyfish or Stinger, combined with Moss or Scrapper, of course go and take care of the shore spawns because they can't be ignored, and then try to take the lureable one closer to the basket. Also, don't do what I'm doing here, it's never a good idea to just stand by the basket or spam this way. It's better to go and help your coworkers end whatever they started ASAP and move on. At the beginning I said that it's a little bit more complicated, and it is, because to lure or not depends on more than what I just said. What I said is just my own rule and how I play. But you have to consider the map you're on, the tide, the weapons, and so on. Tip number 3. Use specials. Specials are an amazing tool that can help you in a variety of ways. They can clear areas, get rid of bosses that are far away, sometimes they even work as a panic button. It's easy to say not to use them as panic buttons and just use them before things get out of hand, but I know it's hard to know the right timing. We all want to save specials for when we really need it, but in a game like Salmon Run, things can go from super chill to fighting for our lives in a second or two. One teammate might mess up and get splatted by slime inlet while trying to get on top of it, and another one might get slapped with chum into the water. Then there's you having to rescue your teammates, but you have Stinger targeting you. If you have a weapon that can't deal with the bosses, but you're swarmed by them, use your special if your coworkers are busy with something else. You can't wait for them to help you with it, you need to save time, deal with whatever you need to deal with, and move on. I guess it's about game awareness and again map, tide, weapons, but try to use your specials once you see that something might cause a problem, no matter if it's wave 1, 2 or 3. It's okay to use and maybe even burn your special on wave 1 than to lose 20 points. And even if you lose, you can say you did everything you could. And if you are lucky enough to make it out of that problematic wave 1, wave 2 might have chill spawns and wave 3 might be tornado. Then you'll be kicking yourself in the butt that you made it so much harder for yourself and your teammates, and now you have 2 specials for free wave. I guess for celebrating, but we'll get to that in a second. Try not to use your specials too late though, because you might get splatted before your special even goes out. When it comes to King Salmonids, you can focus your specials on boss kills and keeping the area clean, but you can also focus on Kings. Specials like Crab Tank can deal a lot of damage to all 3 Kings and their weak spots. Reef Slider also does a lot of damage to the Booyah Bomb of Horrorburst. Celebrating with specials. This is a weird one because I get it. Sometimes you forget to use your special, or you don't really need it, or you thought it's wave 2 but it's already wave 3 so you have some left. I get it, if your game was manageable, go ahead, celebrate. But if your games were hard and your coworkers were using their specials, that should kind of remind you to use yours as well. If you decided to hold on to it anyway and celebrate instead, I'm like, wow, like really? I think that you should try to use your specials before the game is over, because at least you can get some practice on how to use those specials more effectively in the future. I remember this game, we had static heavy waves and we barely made quota, and I had to be in my feelings about this one if I decided to tweet about it. Tip number 4. Bosses. There is not a lot of tips I can give here, but I had the footage so I decided to include it anyway, because there is some interesting stuff. For example, I know there is this one trick I've seen somewhere on Twitter or YouTube. You can basically position yourself a certain way to avoid getting eaten by moss. It only happened to me accidentally, and if you know about the video I'm talking about, you can let me know where to find it, because I would like to learn how to do it more often. Now, I don't know if this always works, I guess you just have to have the right timing for it, but you can also roll over moss with roller, or you can dodge roll out of moss with dualies. When it comes to slime inlets, I think it's rare, but sometimes there's double lids and it always surprises me, because there's not really any indication that it's a double lid before it's too late to realize. You should think of slime inlets as your 5th hidden teammate, because they can help you get rid of bosses, but also help you get out of some dangerous situations. That only works though if a teammate actually lets you use it and won't splat it. That can put you back into that dangerous situation or into a new one you were not prepared for. Usually if you see a teammate go for a lid, just let them be. They might be getting out of danger, trying to splat other lids next to it, or fish sticks or other bosses. Worst case scenario, they get slapped and fall down, but people usually know by now how much time they have before that actually happens. Drizzlers and their torpedoes. The chip damage and pain that the rain puts down are both real hazards, and you should always try to get rid of the torpedoes. You may get the angle just right and splat the boss back, but you can also splat steelhead, beacon stinger or flyfish, paint ground or walls, and kill lessers. For flyfish, there's few cool spots where you can get rid of a flyfish with just one bomb thrown on the ground. You can also splat them by throwing the bomb on a nearby wall of a lid or even steel eel. If game decides that it's time for a flyfish spam, good idea is to weaken them and leave them on the field with just one basket open. Still annoying, but at least you're not getting fresh ones over and over. You can get rid of stingers by throwing bombs at them if you don't have a weapon that can deal with them quickly or if it's too risky to get to the shore. Remember that steelhead's bomb explosion damages lessers and bosses around it. And our last part is about weapons. Broilas can shield you from steelhead's explosions. Dent can get rid of fish stick in a style. Rollers, but especially Dynamo, can roll over big shots. If there's weakened Flipper Flopper, don't forget you can splat it before it even jumps out again. Now, this one was funny to me when I realized, but even an ink brush can roll over small fries, right? So especially during mud mouse, you can roll over them just like a roller would. You can not only save a lot of ink by slowly rolling forward, but also save your fingers from pressing the fire button so much. Now this is a shocker, but chargers are for sniping. Don't forget that during King Salmon it waves X to damage when you throw it at other bosses. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Listen, I know it's been a little bit of a longer video. I mean, hey, I had time to go shave my head and the Salmon Run rotations changed as well. But yeah, you can hit the like button to let me know that you've made it to this point, and thank you for watching.